Hello, how are you doing today? I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and we must continue our previous video where I was showing the process that I go through in order to figure out how to get specific gameplay mechanics in, and specifically, the gameplay mechanic I was trying to implement was something from a Ragnarok origin. If you guys have not seen that video, links are in the description. But Ragnarok actually has a few. I think I'm spelling this wrong. But yeah, Ragnarok has a few titles in the Google Play Store. I believe it was originally called, or it has also been referred to Ragnarok M, Ragnarok X. But anyway, we're just gonna go to the first one so you guys can get a idea of what it's like. All right. And most importantly, the mechanic that I like specifically, we could just go back and see it. Maybe I didn't go back far enough. There it goes. Right here. This is your character, or this is a representation of your character. And if you press a area on the field, a marker appears and your character goes to the location. All right. So the way I tried to implement this, or the way I tried to find out, you guys saw in the previous video. Sorry that it was so long and so good, but um, oh, I need to drop a like on this one. Was I I looked up, or I typed into Google spawn at location, or find a specific kind of video, so spawning on tap and things of that nature. So yeah, spawn where I tap. Okay. And I was presented with this link, which eventually took me to this video. This video was created by a channel known as Lighten J with 2000.16 subscribers. And that 16th one is me. Or excuse me, no. That's probably 160 something. So, you know, I spelled that wrong, or I said that wrong. And I begin copying this exact tutorial in order for them to get the draw, or in order for them to get, this outcome, which is spawning a bunch of objects, making it look as though they're drawing, which they basically are with objects. And I did that because I understood that there's a follow node I'm going to use later on, and I want the character to follow, or I want to program a follow node inside of the character. And what specifically they're going to follow is where we place our marker. All right. And so I knew I had to spawn an object somewhere on the screen that the character would then be attracted to, or would follow. And it looked like they knew how to spawn items, objects, where they tapped. Okay. So when I went and was trying to get it, it was very hard, very difficult. I had my spawner here, what we see on the screen. I had my ink, or I called it a marker, on the screen, and everything was working fine. And then he was drawing, but that was not the effect I wanted. Once I got to the drawing, which was basically spawning this object repeatedly, I needed a way to, one, spawn only one of this object at any given time, and two, make it so that there was something that we could be attracted to later on. So instead of just spawning this, although I don't mind spawning it, it actually doesn't stay on the field too long. I forget specifically why I set it up that way, but I'm not complaining. All right. So the effect we had in the previous video was the object being drawn on the field. Okay. But now we have exactly what we were looking for by tapping on the screen. And now we have a marker that shows up. Tapping on the screen, a marker that shows up. In fact, let's change it to green. Oh no, I didn't want to change that to green. Cancel that. I want to change the pyramid to green just so it looks better. Because green means go. Okay, so excuse me. Hmm. My display. My display go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so sorry that took so long, but we're going to change my pyramid to green by going into the 3D models, changing the color, change it to green, hit OK, hit play. Excuse me. And hit play again because I guess I was already playing. And there we have it. Anywhere I tap on my screen, a green marker appears. It will turn the debug mode off just to make it look better. Ta-da. Okay, we can definitely make that look a lot better. I made it wave by placing a wave node inside. And it's almost anywhere I press on the screen. It's not, excuse me, it's not super accurate, but it's accurate enough. Definitely accurate enough. So what's happening there is my my ink thing is actually spawning when I click on the screen, and it's spawning because of this spawner node. And this has taught me a valuable lesson, guys. Always read the description and the top pinned comment of people's posts, of people's videos, because I honestly could say it's highly probable it would have taken me a much longer time to achieve the effects I have right now. And as we can see, there's nothing in the description, okay? But he says he has a new drawing tutorial, all right? And he's getting a little bit more art, or they are getting a little bit more organized, okay? And if you hit the new drawing tutorial and you wait a moment, and my computer doesn't blow up.
Animator. Immerse yourself.
Okay, if we scroll down, you will see them imply that we should sign up for Buildbox. It says download. The download is now available. They have it in there to have it right here, I believe. But you can check in the description of the new video, And here it shows you where to download the assets, and they have a bunch of other tutorials. The same as I'm going to have when we get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. I'm definitely going to have tutorials on how to achieve a multitude of things. And I would really appreciate if you would assist me in doing that. All we need is 1,000 subscribers, and in every video, in the description section, we will have downloadable assets corresponding to the video, similar to what Lighton J has here. Definitely awesome. He even has some apps and some templates and some IO games that you guys can get down with. I mean, this is definitely going to be a place where I go for inspiration, and most importantly, subscribe. And why does this keeps changing my login?
Create your future as an animator. Immerse yourself in visual effects, character animation.
All right, so you see what is OBS is taking up 40. Okay, and then the other 40 is taking up a lot of memory and stuff too. All right, so we were able to achieve, and we were only able to achieve what I have up on the screen because inside I have my spawner node, right? Which consists of this type of information here. We have the touch, the regular touch here. We have touch move here, which you see has all this information on the screen. We have the code that I used for my spawner, right? Which is similar to his spawner. And then we have a time, which is totally different from their time. However, this really doesn't matter. If we go to his spawner setup, which is what I downloaded and placed in here, he has this timer here. He has his spawner node here, which thank goodness was set up the same as mine. So that's the only part I got right. But his touch move is a completely different. I guess this is the original touch move that came during 2019 in Buildbox, unless he programmed it himself. But this touch move definitely has different code, right, from this touch move. Okay. No, wait, this is touch. This touch move. Here we go. It definitely has different code. Way more different code. Not similar at all, to be honest with you. All right. The timer still works similarly, highly similarly, basically the same, and everything is working properly. So what I had to do was it's going to spawn our ink ball, and the timer basically tells how many times it can be spawned. I set it to 1 instead of 0, and I left everything else the same as I normally did when we were drawing. Okay. But like I said, this touch move, the way this touch move works is key to how everything works. Okay. In fact, let me show you by dragging this touch move. Here. Okay. Hit play. Let's see what results we get. Yeah, we get nothing. Okay. Because that touch move is completely different. Very different, to be honest. So I just used this touch move and we got the effects that we want. We just enjoy that. Next, after all this spawning is working correctly, I then go into the ink. This delay doesn't matter. I had a delay before where I could just see, matter of fact, when I had the delay, you can see the where the ink spawns. Oh, but you guys can't see anything. So I'm going to have to show that again. You can see where the ink spawns there, and after it spawns, it immediately spawns the pyramid, our marker. Okay. When I remove the delay and just have it defeat as soon as it starts, then we just see a marker spawning, which is somewhat what I want. Last but not least, we have this receive node. It receives the defeat, because as long as a marker is in place, which is the pyramid, as long as one of those are in place, I prefer there not to be any other ink blots on the field, because I don't want any more markers on the field. Okay. So if I go into the ink and hit remove that, I wonder what result we'll get. Oh, it looks like we have the same result still. And so, yeah, I don't think I need that defeat. Matter of fact, it's getting defeat on start already. So I really don't need this code anymore, which definitely helps out a lot for optimization. And it possibly means I don't need this send node to destroy the block. I mean the ink. I might be able to get rid of that. So hold on, let's see. Inside the pyramid, it's going to spawn, and it's going to get defeated when I press on the UI screen. I press on the screen. If it collides with itself, it shouldn't ever collide with itself now, because yeah, so if it gets touched by the character, it's also going to get destroyed. So first of all, let's see. This timer is making the spawn thing work, right? So hold on. Let's get rid of this. See what happens. Oh yeah, it's still flawless. Still flawless, but even without that. So that's more stuff that we could take out. So we take it out. All right. Or more code we can take out. We definitely don't want to have too much code. All right. Too many things, too many variables to manipulate. It's not going to help us out at all. Okay, so it looks like this is definitely the way it has to be set up. I don't know if I'm going to need any of these in the future. I'm kind of going to keep them here, but all of this is set up properly. This is inside the spawner, and it is spawning the ink, and we no longer have a drawing implemented or a drawing application. We now have the we have a marker that is able to be set up for our character to follow. Now, how will we get our character to follow said marker? Okay, so first I'm going to save, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I was shown by the other creators. If we head over to Buildbox, there's actually a template that has following mechanics inside the game, and that is the Interstellar Space Strike, one of the first games that I personally opened up in Buildbox to see how it functions. And inside these missiles, I believe there is a following node. Let's see, defeat if collide, scale animation, remove. You guys see all this stuff is relatively old. Move. So no, it's not this missile. Probably enemy rockets. Okay, so we check the enemy rockets, And in enemy rockets, it has track main character. Okay. This is the node that is going to allow us to get the character. You can use this to have a character follow, right? To have, I mean, not a character follow, to have an enemy follow the character. Okay. But I want to use it in reverse. I want to have the character follow the marker. All right. So we have two options for this. We can copy and paste the entirety of this code and name it whatever we want inside of a script. Okay. Or we can just simply take and right click on it. Okay. And hit export. Track main character is going to go into my Buildbox folder. So I'm just going to do that. And we can exit out of here and go back into the game that I was using previously. Okay. All right. I'm going to open up the folder with all of my Buildbox assets that are in there. I'm going to drop this node in here. Oh no, that's incorrect. Let's drop I gotta drop it inside. Oh, I gotta drop it inside the character actually now I think about it. All right, we hit enable. And now we're going to manipulate the code in order for it to work. So first we'll hit copy. And then we'll remove it here real quick. We just want to make sure that it's working. So I'm gonna place it in the pyramid. That way when the pyramid comes up, it will track the main character. And I hope that it begins to move towards the main character. Let's see. Oh, we got to put the main character in the game. Let me cancel that real briefly. And put our player here. Okay. All right, and hit play and see what we get. And this is basically just the simple trial and error process. See how things work. And the cool thing about it is once you remember how things work, they continue to work that same way. Okay, so here is telling us that main character is undefined. Okay, that's what it's telling us. So if we go back into the pyramid, and we go back into the tracked character, and we want to see what the main character is supposed to be. So it says main character is player ship, right? So fortunately for us, we spelled player. We use player. So now let's try that. Okay, so now it's still saying player character is undefined. Maybe we spelled player wrong? Ah, or maybe it's this code. Let's get that out of the player. Let's try that. Yes, that's what it was. Now, it does not look like it's moving towards my character, which is a little odd. But maybe it really only tracks the character. It doesn't move or doesn't do anything else. This entity's physics are set to a linear velocity of 0, and player speed and missile speed and things of that nature. Let me see. All right, so when I'm in a pickle like this, we got to head back to the previous video that gave me the idea in the first place. And so we can type in Buildbox AI. And how to make an enemy or object chase and follow you was the video by Gobbed.
So I've got my
Goobed
essay
Up
written, and I've been working on it for about
Games.
a week. So now I'm going to show you how I use.
So I'm working on a new title,
We're gonna skip ahead.
and that's going to keep it dynamic. Left click to the enemy rocket 2 that you took off the other template and added to your game, and you're going to go inside it, and you're going to go here, track main character node. Okay, so what you're going to do right.
Ah, I see. So instead of just copying the track character node, he took and copied the entire asset. Then you just change the look of the entire asset. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I really like that. So I have to do that instead. Or matter of fact, I should have copied the whole thing, right? Right, so we'll do a file save here. Then we'll go open that once more. We'll go to enemy rockets. And I guess, I mean, really, actually, I don't need the asset. I just need these parts right here, which we can still group. And we'll say, we'll just make it follow system. That's what we'll name it. Then we'll export it and save. Once again, we'll go back to our main project. And again, I will find the I'll find the group and place them inside of my pyramid. Here. There we go. Wait, why did that happen? Which one of these is oh, here's the 3D model right here. We don't need that. We don't need the trail. We don't care about that. Maybe the rotation and stuff. Maybe we might care about that. The animation, we don't really care about that. Sound, don't need that. We don't need the if collide. We don't need damage. And we don't need wow, I copied all that for no reason. Looks like we only need oh man, this is gonna be annoying because it looks like it looks like it's still not gonna work. and it's kind of pissing me off. Okay, main character is undefined. Now, I don't know why all of a sudden that's happening. Did we make our character dynamic? I thought I didn't. I thought I made him, I thought I made it, thought I made it kinematic. Yeah. So it looks like the tracking makes it dynamic, I guess. Let me see. Dang. Something about the tracking makes it dynamic. Hmm. Oh, that's that. That's not. That's the rotation. That rotate. I don't need that either. Really, I don't. So let's get rid of that. Wow. So I got rid of everything I don't need, and it's still just this. So let's finish watching the video.
Right now is you're going to click on that, left click, and then push Control C. Then go back to your 3D world, and you're going to add in your enemy. And then in your enemy, you're going to push Control V. Now it has track main character. After this, I want to show you how to tweak the code to make it follow you around.
Okay.
Okay, and so here is where we're
He says we got to tweak the code.
Where this enemy can follow me around. All right, so here, and you can tweak this as you like, but first we're going to go to missile speed. We're going to slow it down and change it to 5.
All right, so missile speed can be changed to 5, he says. We're going to go right in there and do that. And I don't want my computer to blow up on me, but just in case it does, be saved.
Okay, next, and this is very important, right here, you're going to want to put the name of the main character that you want it to follow, which is going to be, here is going to be Marble, because that's the name of the character that's going to follow. Okay, so down and right here, all right, this is key 2. You're going to want to not only do X and Y, but you're going to want to do Z also.
Okay. So right here, X, Y. Interesting.
And then down here, as you see, it has a -1, -1. Right here, you're going to want to do a +1. Don't do the plus.
He says down where?
Let's just do 1.
Max turn speed?
And hold on a sec. No, my bad. Do *1, and then over here, do the same thing. Star
Times 1 there and there. So we do ×1, he says. We're just following a slight tutorial, okay? So that we can get our game up and running as fast as we possibly can. If that sounds like something you're into, you know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, rate, comment, subscribe, upvote, follow, hit the notification bell, so you know as soon as I put my newest content out. But most importantly, please do share. Let's continue with the video.
1. Okay, down here, you're going to want to change the power to 1.
The target? Oh, no.
And that should pretty much do it. Let's test it out. Okay, so here's the end result. Now I have an enemy that will track me down and follow me.
All right, so let's see if it works at all with ours. I'm going to place the marker here. And I'm going to place a marker here. I'm going to place a marker here. I'm going to place a marker here. Okay, so the marker is not following the player. Was I even in? I was inside of a pyramid. Okay, so I'm going to do just copy. We're going to get a random. We're going to get a random item. We're going to go inside the random item and put what we just had here. Bam. Okay. We're going to go into a 3D world and place the, I guess, character thing. Lift it up. We're going to make it dynamic. We're going to make dynamic. Oh, it's already dynamic. Okay, we're going to hit play and see if it tries to capture the character. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just going to copy and paste the name of the character inside there, because maybe we spelled player differently from them. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. Now do remember that the code that people use normally is just a is old, so it may not work as intended, you know. And that's when I normally have to figure out something. So I'm gonna bring him a little closer. Maybe he has to be closer, or maybe this is just a ball, but maybe it has to be a little bit closer. Okay, so yes, it is following the character. It is following the character, so but it's not strong. It's very slow, the following the character. Very, very slow. Let me see. As a matter of fact, just to make sure it's actually working, I'm gonna remove it and see what happens. It's looking to me like it's activated regardless of whether or not it's actually enabled. But actually we'll check it out right now by letting the missile speed be 500, let's say. You know, you got to play with it so you know how to manipulate stuff. If this even, oh, 500 may be too high. You got nothing on the screen. All right, let me get rid of it then. Okay, let's do let's do 50, see if that's a little better. All right, so it really doesn't look like that mattered that much. It doesn't look like it mattered that much. Let's reverse it. Let's reverse. Let's have firstly let's change this so it's a square instead of sphere. And let's see what results we get then. Because I'm just looking for confirmation. I want to make sure it's not just rolling due to gravity or something like that. Okay. So let me put let's put a movement inside of here. So let's do touch move, right? And I should be able to touch the character and move the character. Yes, it is following. It's following. It is following. All right. So I wish it didn't have that wave motion. There's some reason why it has the wave motion. As a matter of fact, I think if I were to remove I think if I were to remove the Y part, I think it won't fly up anymore, but yeah. Cool. Okay. Wow. All right. So now I'm going to change the main character to pyramid. I'm going to go back in the 3D world and I'm going to remove our character from the scene. I'm going to make the pyramid our main character by copying and pasting the name. Copy and go to the sphere. And again, I'm just looking for confirmation so that I can change the main player. I want the main player to follow where the pyramid is. So we're going to see if we can at least get this sphere to follow where the pyramid is. Pyramid. And it starts going. Pyramid. Yes, it is working. It is really working. Now, it says here at the beginning, track main character is undefined. Oh, there's a in the pyramid, I think it is. No, here. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Oh, wait. It does tell me inside of the what? inside of the preview area, it says asset. It's inside the sphere. Track main character line number 16, but the track main character is undefined. Now, is it still going after that? Yep, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming even after that. But why does it think that track main character is undefined? Or it says main character is undefined. So maybe in order to get rid of that, I really don't like having errors in my code. So if I could say let main character equal maybe I could do it like that. I'm not sure what stuff I'm allowed to do, but I like to test things out every now and again. So I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to paste. And I'm going to see if that error goes away. Nope. Gives me that immediately. Now I'm wondering if that's because there is no pyramid on the field when we first start. So I'm going to go to the second. I'm going to put the pyramid in. And now we're going to hit play and see if that fixes the problem. Yeah, that fixes the problem. So it's as long as there is no pyramid, then we're going to get that error. So we're going to go back into the pyramid and understand that. Oh no, we're going to go back into the sphere that has that, and understand that that is just the way that the game works. We'll figure out how to remove that error next. Or no, later on. I can't do it next. All right. So since now we know that this node is going to have the what you call it? It's going to have have something track an object. That means that now we can actually use the same node, copy and paste, and put it inside of the player. Okay. And as we know, this node is enabled regardless whether or not it's connected. So we're going to have to figure out how to fix that in the future to make this node a little bit better, a little bit more optimized, a little bit more easy to work with. But we can remove the sphere from the world. Okay. Place the player back into the world. Okay. And now we hit play. And what? Wait. Why can't I see my player? Spawners here. Players here. I guess put the player here. I don't know why anything was sliding. I saw something sliding in the on the screen. It sounds like I got a pyramid on the world. Must have a pyramid in our 3D world. Is there a pyramid in the 3D world? No, there's no pyramid in my 3D world. So why is my player? I am getting a little peed off. Just a little bit. All right, let's see if our player moves. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get rid of the touch move. Maybe that's the problem. Hit play. Player's still moving. We delete this out of the player. Does the player stay still? Dang it. Our player does stay still. So this means that we have to go into the track character movement and find out where this where any of the speed is coming from. I think it's actually coming from some of these. So like it could be the linear velocity. We kind of sort of don't need that. Like we don't need it to move yet. Okay, so let's see. Oh, as a matter of fact, hold on. Let me put this back in here. And let's just start manipulating it until the character no longer moving. Let's do that. So I just got rid of the velocity, so we're going to hit play. And they're moving still. Okay. So even though they're still moving, we're going to go back in. And we're going to says let char position equal main character 0 position in the world. Get rid of that and see what we get. And it's still moving. Let's see where it's at. I'm getting rid of the function update. I'm seeing if it may be in there somewhere. The way you do that is by hitting /. You can deactivate certain things. All right, so it is inside of the function update. So that's nice to know. Okay. We at least know that much. So now I'm going to deactivate all of these and reactivate the whole function update already. Okay. And let's see, hit play on those and see if we can get the same results. Actually, nothing should work without that. Oh. Okay, so it's not any of those. It's the it's probably if character position D is greater than set position, I guess, or selected position. Else missile turn speed. And so maybe this is it. Let's see. Hey. All right. So we got it to stop moving. But we need it to follow the pyramid. So now I'm going back and reactivating some lines of code. Let's see. All right, so that didn't help it.